guys, today we are going to be working on our pumpkin craft that you got from school the other day. So it's going to be a baggie of pieces that looks like this. They're going to be the orange, and then you'll have a green leaf and a brown stem, and you'll see some eyeballs in there. So that's what we're going to want to grab. We'll want to grab our pieces with the orange and then the eyeballs and the green leaf. We're going to also want to grab a glue stick, and then we'll want to have a sheet of paper because that's what we're going to glue our pumpkin onto. So let's go grab that and then we'll get ready to go. All right, so once we have all of our pieces, we're going to find the first one we're going to look for is going to be the tall oval. And some of the ones in your kits have a smiley face, or there's a blank spot on the back side if you wanted to draw. Maybe you're having some different feelings. You want your pumpkin to have a silly face, or maybe a sad face, or maybe there's some red feelings and we want to draw an angry face. We learned about all those big emotions in school together. So if you want your pumpkin to have, you can decide which emotion you want to have on your pumpkin. I'm feeling really happy that I get to do a craft with you guys, so I'm going to draw a smiley face on my pumpkin. So once we have our middle piece, our tall oval piece, we're going to want to get our glue stick, and we're going to want to put a strip of glue right on the side of our pumpkin, on the back side, whatever the other side where you have your smiley face or your silly face. You want to do a strip of glue right there, and then we're also going to want to do a strip of glue on the other side. So the back of our pumpkin will look like that. We got some glue there, and we got some glue on the other side, because then we are all ready for grabbing our next side pieces. We're going to want to have the two wider pieces that were in our baggie, and we're going to just want to stick those onto the side of our pumpkin. So it looks kind of like that. I just put my two side pieces right where I had my glue strips, and I'm going to just want to pat those in so that that holds on. So this is what the front of my pumpkin will look like after I've done my glue and I put my two wider side pieces on. So we got the middle of our pumpkin all done, you guys. We are almost there. So what I'm going to want to do next is I'm going to want to turn my pumpkin around again, because I'm going to want to put some glue right here and right here, because that's where the next two side pieces are going to go. So I'm going to put some glue on right there so that my two other side pieces for my pumpkin have a spot to stick onto. So we'll put some glue there. So once I'm done gluing, it looks like this. We got glue right here and glue right here. And then I'm going to take my two other pieces. They're just a little bit thinner than the last ones that we grabbed. And we're going to want to put them on both sides of our pumpkin. So when I'm finished, I have my two other side pieces right here, and I'm going to pat the glue in so that it hangs on really tight and my pumpkin stays together. So now this is what the front of my pumpkin looks like. Can you see it starting to look like a pumpkin a little bit, you guys? So next what we need, our pumpkin has a smiley face, or maybe it has a silly face or a sad face on yours. We need some eyeballs on our pumpkin. So we are going to next grab our eyeballs that we have in our kit, grab the two eyeballs, and we'll lay those down, and we're going to want to put some glue on those ones too. So we'll get some pats of glue on there and get the other eyeball glued. So our eyeballs are going to look like this. When we're done, we have our glue on the back of our eyeballs, because then those can stick onto our pumpkin, and we'll want to pat just like we do when we're in school. That helps make it stick on a little bit better. So there's our pumpkin right now, but what's he missing? He needs his stem and he needs his leaf. So I'm going to want to turn my pumpkin around so that he's laying down like that, and we're going to want to put just a little bit of glue on the back side right there so that we have some spots to stick our leaves and our stems to. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on the very top of my pumpkin's head, and then I'm going to stick his stem on, and I'm going to stick his leaf on, just like that. So there's the back part where I put my glue on the top part of my pumpkin, and then there's where I stuck my stem and my leaf. Look what we made, you guys. We got a happy pumpkin, or we might have silly pumpkins. but all of them are so fun and I'm so glad we got to put them together. All right, the last thing that we're gonna do is, now that we have our pumpkin put together, we got the middle and the two side pieces on either side of our pumpkin's face. We have his eyeballs and his stem and his leaf. We're gonna want to lay him down again, and we're gonna wanna put a little bit more glue on the back. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of glue, and then I'll have you guys take a look and so you can see what mine looks like. And then we're gonna stick him onto our big piece of paper, whichever color you wanted to pick of our big piece of paper. We're gonna stick him on there so that he stays safe. So once I'm done, I put some glue on the back like this, so I have some strips of glue all down the back of it so he sticks really well. So then I'm gonna wanna take him and put him down on my paper, and I'm gonna pat, 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 just like we learn in school. And now there's my pumpkin. He's got a safe home on his piece of paper. I had a lot of fun doing our craft together today, you guys. I will see you next time.